totally 6 marks for that very short answers questions. Okay, and as well as there is a short answers questions. There is all the teachers. There is you have to say to the students for a very short answers questions. There is given clear instruction. I'll show the question paper for you also. Here they have to write compulsory 3 to 4 sentences, not a one sentence. Unfortunately, according to this particular question paper model, our whatever the question banks are there, whatever the materials are there, not prepared. That is why extension of answer is a compulsory required. Yes, we discuss about that also based on some question papers. And next, afterwards, there is a short answers questions. There is a 3 questions are there, and as well as 3 have to answer. There is no choice. Before that, half of the choice are there for the students before the question papers up to 22-23 academic year. Half of the question paper may contain choices in a yes, so there is very short answers and as well as in a essay type questions also. Very short answers questions may contain not that much of 6 questions out of 6 they have to attempt. But in a essay type, they contain a half choices are there. But now we not have a choice that much here. There is only 3 number of questions are they given, and we have to should attempt that student should have to attempt 2 questions. Only one choice is there. This is only choice in the question. Only one choice. Question paper we contain only one choice. And short answers questions, our students have to write minimum 5 to 6 sentences. Minimum 5 to 6 sentences. Okay, and as well as essay type questions are there. There is it is minimum 8 to 10 sentences. 8 to 10 sentences they have to write. This is about minimum it is, maximum may exceed it is. Okay, clear. This is about our question paper. Yeah, there is a multiple choice questions are there. Yes, 10 out of 10 each carry 1 mark and totally 10 marks. This is about our 40 marks question paper. Yes, I hope you understand. Yes, it is about our question paper model. Yeah, next component there is a already we discussed now. There is a choices are given, and as well as the question paper also already have it with you. Now there is it is topic excluded. There is no topic is excluded. Before that, some topics are excluded. In the 2023 somewhat not excluded, but 2023 excluded. In the 2024 not exclusions are given. Okay, yes, that is why there is tell to the student there is no exclusion in the syllabus. 12 lessons are may coming in your examination. Okay, and this is only the third point about our whatever the discussion points. Next component is about what are the minimum guarantee questions for the minimum guarantee questions. It is a very important to every teacher, you know very well. Yes, when there is a expecting teacher is expecting the questions, when we announce the important questions that is may coming in our examinations of the students, the teacher is become the greatest teacher for them. That is why every teacher is should compulsory expect some questions. Yes, and it is easiest task for us. Why? Because it is a government examinations, and it is mainly the paper setters are concentrate on the government students. Yes, and SCRT already given one particular material for us that is called Abhyasa Deepikalu, and we already have that in SCRT site. Okay, once check it. There is I am also sent you later.
कब हुआ था? कल हुआ था।
Srinivas, what happened? Not seen.
Sir, somewhat technical issue is there.
You can send it to me, otherwise I'll share. Anyway,
Stop the sharing, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to stop the sharing.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. So this is Principal Good evening, Kapur. Sir, Murli, sir, I have sent you this Abhyasa Deepika PDF, sir.
no, I didn't got anything. Only I got message. Just a minute.
Sir, my screen is not up here, sir.
You send that to me, I'll share otherwise.
Sir?
It is loading.
You send through WhatsApp so that I can share.
It is-
Anyway, you can carry on. Sir.
Sir, my screen is not up here, sir. That is
Yeah, that's what. Okay, come over and you can speak with them. You share that with me. That's whatever you want to share. If you share through me WhatsApp, I can share on the screen.
Okay, sir.
So Bhudimal Kapur, Ramesh Garu sent something, but I didn't got it. In meantime, you can start continuing, sir.
Sir, just a minute, sir. I
Getting? Yeah, I got Abhyasa Deepika. Oh.
Yeah, and in that there is a lot of questions are they given and answers also given how to present in the examination. That all are important questions, but we concentrate blueprint also. The blueprint is actually not given by the government. Actually, they not followed the blueprint also. In the last academic year, in the 2023, whatever the blueprint is given, that blueprint is not followed by the 2024. But we concentrate on the lessons, not on the questions. Okay, especially we concentrate on that. Actually, we divide our total 12 units into like these parts. Light content, we have 3 units. We have, that is the first unit we have here, and as well as the 4th unit we have here, and as well as there is a 5th unit we have here. Some common topics are there. Suppose you have to take a ray diagram. Compulsory question may are coming from the ray diagram. Okay, yes, the ray diagrams based, there is once we are taken for that ray diagram, how to draw the ray diagrams either for reflection or refraction. There is a refraction purpose, the convex is a big, when the students know the reflection, how to draw the ray diagrams, that is for concave, this is same for the convex lens. Okay, that process and steps are same. That is why that whatever concept of the ray diagram is there, that is important. Yes, that's why you have to give that manner. There is a question guessing is easy for us, and as well as there is a defects in a vision. That is important question like myopia, hypermetria, presbyopia, and as well as how many diopters. Last academic year, they given question from that particular component only. In the model paper also the same component is given.
Second time.
Yes, and here there is next
అలాగే కవితకి ఇచ్చిన కదా అయ్యో
Each one
Here,
will-
here, the next component is first the defects they're given from the light. Okay, and as well as the problematic part. Whatever the problems is a content based on a focal length, whatever problem is a content on the magnification based, that may come from that light. Okay, that is in that way there is you have to convey to the 10 by 10 students, 10 by 10 GPA students. We divided the students accordingly, the grade systems who are ready to get, yes, and on that basis only you have to, yes, there is give that guarantee questions may. Don't give the lesson wise questions, concept wise questions only you give for them. Okay, why? Because there is a concept wise weightage is a given, yes, by the government. Okay, clear or not all? Concept wise weightage is a given by the government papers. So there is, this is the concept wise whatever the concept wise here, conceptual understanding based, yes, and academic standards based they given. AS1 how much percentage, AS2 how much percentage, yes, AS3 how much percentage, AS4 how much percentage, AS5 how much percentage, AS6 how much percentage, how many marks they given. Yes, conceptual understanding is only contain most question, most number of marks are they allotted. Yes, and that is why the concepts are only, it is important for us, and how to asking some questions based on hypothesis based they given, experimental based 9 marks they given, experimental and investigation. The last academic year also there is experimental based, the question they given in the before the academic year also there is a question paper contain experimental based. That is why compulsory whatever academic standard they're given in a textbook also, we are already knows very well. AS1, AS1, which question is AS1, which question is AS2, which question is AS3. Divide the questions like that, and based on that only you have to give. And next come to the electricity and electromagnetism. Electricity and electromagnetism. Yes, these are taken as a one part. And come to the chemistry, there is a atomic structure, chemical bonding, and as well as the periodic table. That is one part. Yes, and metallurgy is industrial chemistry part, and carbon and its compound, argon and organic chemistry part. Like that, divide that, and in this one mainly we concentrate on the, yes, for the 10 by 10 GPA students purpose, there is a no question is important. No question is important. All the questions are important for them. Yes, we not tell like that, we tell like that there is students are going with that questions only, may that questions are may not expected. Why? Because we contain almost more than 300 questions are given in the learning objectives only. From that more than 300 questions we get only 10 questions. We are not estimated that it is not possible. Okay, that is why based on that based on the academic standards, yes, based on the lessons, but I sure about that some lessons are very very important. First thing is the fourth lesson is important, third lesson is important, acids and bases important, yes, refraction on curved surface is important, yes, and as well as human eye and colorful world, that lesson is also important. Atomic structure and as well as the periodic table, that lessons are important. Electricity is important, carbon and its compound is important. Yes, must and should. From that there is a 35 marks are may come compulsory. 35 marks may are expecting from that. Yes, how many? 7 lessons. Okay, once again I am writing that is unit numbers because space is not available for me. Unit 3, 4, and as well as the 5, 6, 9, 12. And as well as one more, that is you take it as a, yes, 10th one. is option only, 10th one. That is why you have to take from this 35 marks are may possible to get. Okay. Yes, that is why lessons is important, questions is not important. And one more important component, yes, minimum pass students. Actually, the students are afraid about physics already. Okay, yes, and for them you have to give, there is atomic structure in the yes, scoring component, compulsory long question they given. Last time they given the 4 marks question they given. Okay, yes, and that is why this is important. And as well as acids and bases, easiest lesson. Why? Because we are know very well in that one. There is a whatever the chemical properties. Yes, one component, and as well as there is a pH scale is another component is there, and as well as there is a salts, whatever bleaching powder, plaster of Paris, and as well as the baking soda uses. There is a very easy. It is a general component. pH scale is also very easy. And what is the daily life applications are there by the pH scale? That question regularly they may ask. Now that is why we concentrate on for that students. They given third lesson. In the fourth lesson, there is somewhat tough for that type of students. Okay, don't take option is as a fourth lesson. Yes, and as well as human and colorful world also. Easiest lesson for them. Why? Because there is a myopia, hypermetria, and as well as the applications of our whatever the scattering components are there, like a rainbow formations. That may easy to understand. Somewhat they're writing in examination, somewhat they're possible to present. Next to come to here, there is in the electricity. Yes, don't go with the core part of electricity. There is a what is the parallel connection, what is the series connection, what is the Ohm's law, and yes, that topics are enough for them. Yes, in case we going with that again the circuits analyzing, that is nothing but Kirchhoff laws, loop laws based answer question answers are there. Now that is tough for them again. Yes, minimum pass is coming from this third lesson, and as well as the fifth lesson, and as well as in the carbanides compound also there is somewhat theoretical based questions are there. And extra to these questions, the experiments based questions, and as well as the yes, somewhat minimum problematic based questions are there for them. Again, we are sending that particular questions, number of questions, and somewhat important questions to minimum pass purpose. Minimum pass for our physical science is the 14 marks. Okay, that is easily get for us. Yes, why? Because in the 10 marks is a contain multiple choice questions. Yes, and there is a minimum 10 to 15 marks may possible to get easily. They get 25. Yes, that's why minimum pass is a guarantee. Okay. Yes, and for 10 by 10 purpose, you should compulsory tell to the students go through the textbook. Suppose there is a last time they given what is the needs of esterifications. Yes, that is internally we contain the question. And as well as there is a one application question is a given last academic year. If we are taken a convex lens, it is broken into two parts. What is the changes are coming in a focal length? What is the changes are coming in optical centers? That is done by only 10 by 10 GPA students only. Yes, we are also not prepared like that questions to the students. Compulsory from the light, especially from the light, they given like that questions only. I am observed from the 10 years onwards. Yes, from the light only they given that type of questions, and the remaining things are remaining like electricity, electromagnetism, or carbon and its compound in atomic structure. In the chemistry, not possible to give that type of questions. Yes, in the acids and the bases only there is a have possibility. Yes, suppose in the chemistry there is we have that what is the skeleton equation? There is not a content, it is in any question banks and like that things. It is a content inside of the textbook only. Yes, unbalanced equation is called the skeleton equation. That is only the is given in our textbook. They are contained that all the underlying things, and as well as the and in the acids and bases. What is the olfactory indicators? And smell based indicators are there, onions, that experiment is also there. Okay, like that questions internally, whatever the questions are contained inside of the textbook, they are given. That questions may lasted by our 10 by 10 students. That's why tell to them first they have to underline that every point. They have to thoroughly prepare that point. At that time only they get 10 by 10 points. Yes, this is about our fourth point. What the questions we are guessing from that. And next thing is the loss of marks. Yes, loss of marks and presentation is the same according to me. Loss of marks are okay. There is a students are may lose the marks. Okay, why? Because already I said to you there is a very short answers questions are there. Yes, there is a 2 marks are there for that. And as well as the short answers questions of 4 marks and essay types questions are contained for that students are there is 6 marks are there. Yes, unfortunately already I said to you there is a no material is available based on these marks. Actually the material is available for till now also. There is a 1 mark answer only there. That is not a 2 marks answer. That is 1 mark answer only there. Example, they given what is a Ohm law. Simply the examiner is given like that only. What is a Ohm law? Our students are written only this part. V is equal to IR. Okay. Otherwise, there is a voltage is directly proportional to the yes whatever the current passes through the wire. Statement only they may written. Not like that. We have to should write first for the 2 marks also. Yes, what is the Ohm's law? Okay, there is a put the heading like this, and as well as they have to write destination here, and there is a mathematical is expressed as V is equal to IR. What is the V? What is the I? What is the R? How it looks? Our students may write the answer in a one only just in a 2 lines, given 1.5 only. Like that, half. Totally 10 questions are last half of marks only. That is equal to how many? 5 marks. In physics, 5 marks last. There is a biology 5 marks last. 35, 70. We already given 20 marks. The student get 90 only. Again, the student last 10 GPA. Because of only half marks. Okay, that's why whenever you corrected the paper, at that time only we corrected in our manner. There is we cut the half mark. Please give the information to the students why you cut that half mark. Yes, because of that there is a 10 by 10 students are not lost with 10 GPA. Okay, and as well as there is a come to the 4 marks questions also. There is a 4 marks questions purpose. There is a any picture representation is there. Last time the question paper contained the 4 marks questions. Here they given what actually write any 4 applications of Faraday's electromagnetic induction and explain in a 2 of them. Okay, clear or not? Yes. There is we have to write the 4 applications in a 4 points way, and again there is a Faraday law. We have to mention there is no issue now. This is the Faraday law. The Faraday law is applications are 4. Okay, now from that they explained what they expected. 2 explanations. How many lines it is become? Our students are not right like that. Therefore, now not mentioned Faraday's law directly. There is applications only there. Yes, that's why compulsory the full-fledged answer they given. And one more important component here, there is a like these questions are get for us. Okay, yes, the tabular format questions are get for us. And below that there is a given somewhat questions like the 4 questions they given. Each carry 1 mark. Each question carry 1 mark. There is a which given are S black elements. Just there our students have written only the what is the S black elements they mentioned, that is explain what is the S black element. Not a problem. There is a time available for the students. There is a 1.5 hour time it is there. Properly we divide the time. Already I want to give the time how to allot for that, how many minutes for the short answers, how many minutes for the essay answers also I want to explain to you. Yes, accordingly, there is depending on there is a question, there is allotted the time, it is better. That is why when they given like these questions compulsory, yes, suppose there is a beryllium, magnesium, yes, and phosphorus and neon they given. Yes, which one is called as black element? Nothing but there is directly they written beryllium and magnesium. Simply they written as black elements are beryllium and magnesium. They given not 1 mark for it. Okay, yes, examiner, we also examiner in the annual examination also, everyone will looks about the weightage of paper, nothing but lines, number of lines. Yes, in case it is a sufficient number of lines are given by the students, the answer is better and number of lines is given, yes, by the students, may we not cut the marks half and like this. That is why compulsory tell to the students, yes, not only go through that our materials answers only, some extension is required. Okay, if that extensions, otherwise Abhyasa Deepika contain somewhat explanations, yes, but it is also not may sufficient some time. That is why depending on our experience, depending on our observation and book material, whatever the book content it is there, okay, and combined all these things, how to write the answers, yes, should explain for the 10 by 10 GPA students. And don't stress on that particularly to the who is not on that level, 8 points students are there, 8 grade point level students are there, enough to write that answer only. Whatever the answer contained in our materials, that is only enough to write. But 10 by 10 GPA students may last just half marks, half marks only, but it is a become finally loss of 10 by 10. Yes, that is why compulsory, where the loss is the presentation, not a content based. How much content is required, that much of content we not presented in examination answer paper, the question that not get the full marks. That is the first thing. And they lost the marks because of some things also. There is a diagrams are made drawn, okay, not properly. Okay, arrow marks are not properly mentioned, and as well as sometimes the question paper and question number also not mentioned hurry-burriedly. They are written hurry-burriedly, and the question paper question answer number may not mention. Like that things are also may lose the yes marks. Yes, and as well as there is a one more component, very important, time management, and as well as the presentation of the question paper also very important. Students are not habitate, some members are not habitate write in a sequence manner. Now, our students are writing in a future nothing but in the month of December, January and February, number of examinations, number of we are going to conduct yes, the grand test and as well as the cycle test and as well as the sub topic wise test also there. Yes, and students should compulsory go through the order compulsory. Okay, yes, they have to put that in the very short answers heading like this, and afterwards there is a question number 1 they written. Yes, there are next they are going with the what again essay question directly. It is not a correct manner. If they not get that answers, some members have started with the essay questions only. The wrong guidance somewhat it is, according to me, for annual examination, this after this much of preparation. Yes, what is that? Which question you get better, that is only present. It is not correct. The student should in that very short answer which question they get better, that is better. Yes, that is why because when the examiner is contain one type of a mind at the time of correction. Yeah, first the students are written 2 marks questions only. Yes, and next the students are written the 4 marks question. Order of the question paper, how it is there, in that order only the students is followed, it is a better. Yes, in that way they have to prepare. In that way only they have to prepare. Yes, why? Because 10 by 10 is not a easy task. That's why the students should compulsory know the answer of every question. If they are not memorized at that time, left the time not a issue. Yes, left the time, left the space for the left the space for that. not a problem. Okay, but every paper left the place is not a correct thing, but they know the answer not perfect manner. Yeah, put the question number somewhat 2, and there is how to kept the place for it for the writing of afterwards. Yes, they know how much space is required for it. And as well as our students are doing the things in the paper presentation purpose also. Yes, students are make the so many mistakes and decorated the paper for the languages and all the remaining things, remaining subjects purpose. But our sciences and maths purpose, they not decorate. They should compulsory state the borders. And as well as this is the one more border is also required for the put the question number purpose. It's a easy to the examiner also. They take a marks here also, 2 out of 2 like that. And as well as there is a mention of a section like this. Yes, and one more important thing, our students are not used pencils, and wherever color pencil is required, yes, whatever the offered color, whatever the prohibited colors may not use. Yes, and whatever whatever the allowed color is there, that is correct only, not a problem for the students. The pencil, color pencils. They have to should use color pencils. Okay, why? Because the ray diagrams are there. There is a compulsory requirement. For us, one is the parallel to the principal axis, this is the principal axis. Okay, one is passes through the focus. Like the 2 rays are there, where all are writing with the same pencil. It's not given look impression to the examiner. Okay, that is why compulsory they mention and question number, and when they draw the diagram, further the border, and as well as the what is the title of diagram, like the ray diagram, or otherwise there is a parallel connection and as well as the series connection. There is the diagram like this, it looks good. Yes, and as well as the title here. Okay, in this way, there is a presentation is going on, compulsory the good match, and as well as the long, every very short answers question for a page 2, and as well as there is a short answers questions may possible to take half of the page, very short answers questions for a paper 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes, and as well as short answers purpose, they have to take at last 1 and 2 pages. Yes, and the long answer should compulsory start with the new page. In case any page is left here, make like this and start with the new page is better. Yes, and the mention section again here. Yes, and no need to mention the sections sequence order when we written. But when we not written on sequence order, at that time you get the problem. Section 3, and again the question number. And when they start the long answers question, complete paper they have to write. Complete paper they have to write. Okay, and as well as easy to write. Start with the left side paper. It is better. Yes, in case it is a big answer here and here, it is better. PTO it is not that much of impression, not impressive. Okay, like that, and this they have to write. And problem when they written in the physics, there is a problems are when they are writing in a, yes, for IIT for entrance purpose, they not need that explanations of problem, but here there is required. What is the data they given that they start with given that. Yes, what the values they given. Next, what is the formula we have to use here? The formula they have to write, and as well as the solution. Last there is the result. Why? Because last academic year, yes, the problem is given as a essay question. Yes, which is given from the chemical equations. The chemical equation lesson I am not taken a prefer as our mark scoring, but that is a very easiest topic. Balancing of equation are there, and as well as only the tough component that is about interpretation of chemical equation, which are contain the problematic part. Yes, and that's why the problem in this way they have to write. and as well as experiments they given, how to contain in our textbook experiments, what is the aim of experiment, and what is the operators we are used, and what is the process of experiment, and what the outcomes are coming from the experiment. They have to put the heading for that. Yes, in this way the presentation when we given, when our students are given, automatically they get the good marks. Yes, and this is about our presentations for our paper and strikings and all these things. So when there is a strikings, it's simply like this, it is enough. Suppose I am right answer, that is a mere wrong it is. Okay, strike like this is enough. And they are making like this. It is not correct. It is I am done the mistake. Shows that. And some students are the right wrong. They only written the wrong. Don't need to write the wrong by them. The examiner may correct it. That's why I make the wrongs, I make the mistakes. That is shown by our students only. Please tell to the students the paper should neat in manner. Don't rubbing and all these things. Okay, that is the presentation. And the next component is objective type questions. Yes, the estimation of objective type questions are easy actually. Why? Because 80% of out of 10 questions, 7 to 8 questions are coming from the learning objectives which is given by our textbook. Once check whatever the previous papers are there. Only the 3 questions. Again here light only. Okay, from the light they given IIT foundation based questions are in that our multiple choice questions. Yes, and the chemistry there is a given compulsory. The questions are coming from the either Hund's principle based questions. Otherwise there is a whatever periodic table based questions. Otherwise there is a Wohr's formulas in the metallurgy. Okay, some expecting is a possible in that multiple choice questions. Yes, not a issue about the multiple choice questions, but every question whatever there in our textbook in the learning objectives, every student they have to know the answer. That is 7 marks compulsory may come from that. Okay, that is objective type questions. And as well as time management is also very important. Yes, the very short answers question totally 1.5 hours, but 1 hour 15 minutes only we are taken for that. 15 minutes for objective purpose they given. Yes, and as well as there is a 1.5 hours. In this one there is totally 75 minutes are there. Yes, first to 15 minutes very short answers question purpose, and short answers question that is may take the 25 minutes. Yes, and essay type questions are takes here 30 minutes. Yes, and now totally it is become 70. Yes, more 5 minutes are also there. 10 minutes for each. Okay, here there is I am given more time. Why? Because these questions are compulsory, contain some different questions they given. Okay, analyzing questions and as well as the hypothetical questions, expectations, whatever somewhat statement they given, what you are thinking about that. Like that questions they given. That is why the time management is required for this whatever short answers question. Okay, why? Because the students last in this one only. Yes, marks last in this one only mainly. Yes, that is. And the next thing is the choice is given in only one choice is given, that is essay type questions. Yes, the student's selection is also important. Question selection is also important. Problematic numerical problem based questions are they may select it is a better. Okay, why? Because the no marks is a cutting because of the theoretical presentations. Whatever the defects are contained in the theoretical presentations is not going in the numerical. Now that's why if the students know the numerical problems compulsory, they have to attempt with the numerical problems. Okay, and as well as the diagrammatic based questions are given. Yes, there is a last academic year paper, one check it here. There is a long questions are given. Draw the diagrams of showing the myopia and its corrections. Yes, the students only drawing that question, only the what is the pictures only. Yes, and there is somewhat what is myopia explanation and how to correct it by somewhat values you have to take and diopter based. Okay, why? Because long question, 6 marks question, na the examiner is expecting. Yeah, it is enough to write in case the time is not sufficient, just to draw the, yes, that myopia diagram, how to get myopia and to correct the myopia. Yes, use the convex lens, concave lens, like that. There is a bi lenses, how to use the, which bi lens we are used, that mention it is better. Okay, suppose next come to your write the required material to the experiment to show that the ratio of VA is a constant for a conductor. Explain the process of the experiment. It is what actually Ohm's law. They explain Ohm's law, afterward they write the experiment. It is a better. Okay, and whatever the diagram is given in a textbook, it is not in a circuit manner. It is mentioned in a circuit manner. It is a better, that whatever cell, whatever the meter, whatever the, yes, bulb, this all you have to, it is better only, but extra to that there is a circuit is also drawing. It is a better, the marks is may not like that. Suppose ninth question is about that, whatever the calculate number of molecules of water produced in the reaction, that is a chemical equation based question. Yes, so here in these questions myself I am selecting. Okay, ninth question and the eighth question. It means what, there is a whatever the experiment question is there, and as well as the, yes, this whatever the numerical problem. Why? Because in experiments possible to explain more, and as well as the numerical problem, the time it take a less, and as well as the good marks are get for us. In this way, there is a students get the good marks. And next revision plan. Last component, it is revision plan. What is a revision plan? Okay, and already chairman sir and Murali sir so many times they reminded to us complete the syllabus by the December. Okay, sorry, November last week. Okay, it takes time. Why? Because electromagnetism, and as well as there is a carbon and its compound takes much more time to complete. Yes, and the tough components are also. Yes, anyway, by December first week we are complete. It is better to go with the revision. Okay, in the revision time, compulsory you divide the students. Not a problem. Divide the students, and because of that the competitive spirit is also increases. Okay, why? Because the students who are contained in the 9 points, they want to come into the 10 points batch. Okay, it's made 10 members, it's made 20 members also. You divide the people. These people are 10 points. These people are 8 to 9 points. For our subject wide, in another subjects may are they contain the good marks. Subject to subject, the students' knowledge is the changes. That is why you should compulsory divide the students based on their performances previously, and give the revision. Okay, revision time. Okay, whatever now we discussed it. Yes, that particular questions based. Okay, yes, suppose 10 by 10 students, they properly they going with the revision or not. And due to the at the time of revision, we all made one mistake. So students are not writing what they are completed. Yes, our E&E classes main intention is that is only. Yes, we give that revision time, there is the questions, but they're not writing in that time. They're writing, they're testing themselves in examination only. It is not correct. At the time of revision, the students should write in a one particular paper or in a book. Okay, what they are understand, what they are writing, what they are going to write in annual examination. Yes, that answer, that question they feel as it is getting in annual examination, what they want to write. At that time, we'll get that student what they made mistakes. We get idea on the student where they have done mistakes, how do we correct it. Okay, in the examination only they present directly. Okay, that is not correct manner. The revision time also, there is a student should write the what they are yes studied. At last some points what they are reading. Okay, that they have to should compulsory. Yes, they have to conclude. They have to.
मेरा नाम
Yeah, and next component it is about yes.
Srinivas garu, time is running. Only 5 minutes is left. You wrap
Yes, sir,
up.
completed, sir. All points are covered.
You covered everything. If anything,
Anyone
you can
have
continue.
any doubts, please.
If you have any doubts, you can clarify. I'll share one shared by Gudimal Kapur principal. It is a Abhyasa Deepika. Once
Yeah, sir.
I shared in the principal group also. You can give to the teachers. Just go through that once.
For every subject it is there, sir, not only our subject.
Abhyasa Deepika is there. There is a 111 pages are there, which explains very excellently, chapter wise, all the types of questions, very short answers, and diagrams. So they explain very nicely. You can share with your teachers. Teachers, they'll go through each and every topic. When there are assessments also given. In assessment, they give the important questions appeared in the earlier examinations, very short answers, essay answer questions, everything. So please, teachers, you go through this and you can make use of this. Maybe I cannot assure is 100% correct, but you can use this for you as one of the tool, right? I shared already the principals group. The principals will give for you. Use only PDF copy, no need of taking any printouts. Through mobiles also you can check and or share with the students also directly into their respective groups, right? So if you have any queries, you can ask because we are already very less time, 1 hour, because our question paper is only 40 marks. So allotted only for 1 hour. Of course, 1 hour is not at all sufficient, but still you have to manage because it's only first stage. Again, before the examination, so many times you interact. Maybe in the teacher's analytics meet directly you can interact, you can discuss, and later also we'll have so many meetings like this where you can get more and more clarities from experienced teachers like Srinivas Garu Leda, other teachers also will identify in meantime. But thing is, we all together to get the good number of 10 by 10s, and you have to make sure that we're 100% pass in our subject, right? That is our main aim. For that, don't hesitate to discuss with each other, because sharing the knowledge will increase the knowledge. So whatever doubts you get, immediately you can share with the Srinivas sir or with me. You can send the WhatsApps and everything, and we'll make use of that. We'll implement them. Because last year, Chairman sir is really disappointed with the 10 by 10s. This time there is totally 2089 students are there in our group, Masterminds and KTS. So I told sir that I'll give 500, at least 500 10 by 10s. So I told, no, I don't want 500, at least 200 also enough. But I told 500 because dream bigger. We'll have the big dream. So I told from your behalf of you all only. So you plan accordingly. How many students are there in your branch? Identify them, separate them as Srinivas sir told, and start focusing on them. So it is not a big issue. Easily you can mold them students. Within 3 months, we can make them to give 10 by 10. But thing is, you have to control them. You have to protect them. We have to protect, because the age is different. Nah? We have to always keep an eye on them, 10 by 10 students. We have to protect them. Oh, కంచె కట్టుకోవాలి మంచిగా. ఏదో చెట్టు ఉంటే వచ్చి మేకలు తినేస్తాయి కదా. తినప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తాం, మనం కంచె కడతాం. ఆ కంచెలాగా మనమే ఉండాలి వాళ్ళకి. ఎందుకంటే డివేట్ అయిపోతారు. సో డివేట్ అయిపోయి చాలా మంది మిస్ అయిన వాళ్ళు ఉంటారు. సో డివేట్ కాకుండా we have to protect them. Right? Now,
Good evening, sir.
yes, sir.
Sir,
Sir, I do have a doubt that border should they draw 4 sides border or only 2 sides border in the examination?
once again, madam.
Borders. Yes.
Borders, 2 sides border or 4 sides border?
4 side borders are required, madam. Like this.
Let it be bottom also. They can, after correction, they'll put the marks at the bottom.
Here on the side, this left side also,
Question numbers.
question numbers. And students may complete the question. They have to divide the paper like this.
Okay, sir.
And
So
in case
yeah.
pictures, diagrams are there, they have to write inside there is a one more border. It looks good.
These are instructions
sir,
given.
sir.
Documentation will give. No, don't worry. We'll give the
Okay, sir.
documentation paper, how to present the paper, how sir explained now. All this will put it in the paper and we'll share with you all. Right?
So one more doubt. Sorry to interrupt. For ESQs, we are writing them in a new page, right? So for SAQs also, should they start in a new page or can continue after ESQs?
Voice is not get clarity, madam.
Sir, VSQs Tarvata or after VSQs, they have to start SAQs in a new page or they can continue in the same page?
Madam, already I said to you, there is, suppose there is a students have completed the VACA questions here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, suppose the place is this much blank here, there is no issue.
Depends on page.
Yes, depending on the space, how much they contain. Here, this much of space is available. Again, we start with the new page. The examiner is become somewhat he is used space unnecessarily for the marks purpose only. They are used. They mean not good it is. Okay, depending on the space. Only the 75% of page are completed. Just start with the new page, new one.
Okay, sir.
Without any new question is there or new section is there.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
So right, all of you, thank you very much because time is
Sir,
running.
sir, excuse me, I have a doubt.
Please, fast, madam.
Yes, sir, in the EIQ section, if anyone has a doubt on his 2 answers, if he want to write the another third question,
Extra.
is it okay to keep extra or it is better to leave?
Good question.
No need to keep extras, madam.
No need to keep
Don't write
extras.
ourselves only. We written as
Ah.
extra. It is not correct. Just
Yes, sir.
simply they write the question number. The examiner is
Yes.
contain one particular box
That's there.
for the marks
Yeah.
when they are allotted. They contain a marks like this question numbers and
Question wise
on
marks.
the marks. And in case it is get more marks, where it is
Yeah.
become less, that will be deleted, and which is greater marks are contained.
Best
That is
of
only counted.
2, they'll correct only. Don't
If
write.
we only put the extra,
Yeah.
yes, that is
He
may
won't
not
correct
corrected
also. We
properly.
ignore to correct. Yeah.
Yes. I too thought that, but I have a doubt, sir.
No issue. Right.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Right, Srinivas Garu. We'll meet again in with more details. Right.
Yeah.
Thank you all of you.
Thank you very much.
Have a wonderful day. Thank
Thank
you.
you to all. Listen.